Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to Miss Aina. Before we go into our topic for today, let me introduce myself. My name is Aminul Shabi Putra bin Anwar Sham, and today I'm going to talk about traumatic mutism. So next slide. So when we talk about traumatic mutism, what is a traumatic mutism? Traumatic mutism is a condition where a person stops speaking due to extreme fear, stress, or trauma. And it happened. It's not a choice, but a reaction to emotional distress. I could say it's like a defense mechanism. So this traumatic event can be temporary or long-term because it depending on support and recovery. And it's often seen in children and trauma survivors. So, traumatic mutism, understanding traumatic mutism, the causes and connection, it's happened because of severe emotional trauma, result of overwhelming stress or fear because everyone have their own dark secrets or maybe old memory that they want to keep deep down in their hearts. And sometimes the event can be traumatic and so on. So post-traumatic stress disorder, or known as PTSD, a common underlying condition. It's like traumatic event. Maybe it can happen as a flashback, trauma, and so on. For example, like a soldier from a World War, when they got home, they having this kind of flashback where their friends die in shooting, in battle, and so on. And anxiety disorder. Heightened anxiety can trigger mutism. Anxiety can happen everywhere, anytime, and to anyone. It's inevitable. Every human being will experience this kind of anxiety. And then connection to PTSD, traumatic mutism. PTSD often co-occur with traumatic mutism because it disrupts the brain ability to process speech and emotion. And because, for example, like someone with PTSD might avoid speaking because it trigger painful memories or certain words like go home or shooting that in soldiers at war. Both conditions share symptoms like anxiety, avoidance, and emotional distress. So, basically, traumatic mutism can be healed, but with certain treatment and support by the professional guidance. Because as we know that managing stress is very important for mental health. So one of the therapy we have is cognitive behavioral therapy, CBT, trauma focused therapy, for someone who experience PTSD, post traumatic stress disorder, because this therapy proven can help them to move on, maybe heal, let go of the past, and so on. And then the second one is support system. As we know that family, friends, and safe environment, they play an important role for them, for this, for someone who experience traumatic mutism. So because with positive environment, positive people surrounding, and so on, they eventually will heal from this some traumatic past experience and so on. And then patient and understanding, as we know that these people they need help in terms of physically or mentally, verbal or non-verbal, because they seek help. They don't want attention. They just seek help, and we have to be patient, take times to deal with them to ensure an understanding and so on. So understanding mental health, as you know, is very important because it encompasses our emotional, psychological, and social well-being. So this effect is how we handle stress, relate to others, and make decisions. And so we, as a normal person who did not experience this kind of traumatic, understanding mental health is the first step of taking care of it. So let's work together to create a supportive environment where mental health is a priority. And I think that's all from me. Thank you. I will pass the presentation to the next presenter. Assalamualaikum.